Yo, what is up? It is your boy BDTAthletics here with a little way too early NFL season prediction, essentially. I'm antsy. I'm excited. Draft season just got over with, and I'm like, damn, I got to wait how long to see if I was right, see how my team's going to do, see some other stuff. Obviously, you see the Marlins hoodie right here. Um, you know, just had to watch my team lose 9-1. So I'm like, I kind of want to do something that's going to make me happy. So this is going to make me happy. No, but I'm excited to predict this. See, I'll probably do something like this closer to the season when we have, a little more information in case injuries happen, or I mean, God forbid, obviously, if injuries happen. Maybe somebody gets fired, trades. So I'll do another one when we have more information. But right now, I'm just antsy. So I'll compare to the two, and then we'll see how we do. Obviously, at the end of the season, see how I was. Um, let's go ahead and get started. Week 1 here. Got New England at Seattle. I believe it's Wednesday. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go with Seattle. I think they're gonna repeat, get it done again. A lot of this, by the way, is like, we don't really know how good these teams are gonna play, so it's just kind of guessing. That doesn't mean like you don't go off prior knowledge and how teams are going to look on paper, but you do got to take some chances. Sometimes obviously that's not an example of one, but sometimes you're going to pick like, all right, I know this team doesn't look better at all, but the Dolphins are like arguably the worst team on paper. They're not going to go 0-17. I mean, there's always a chance, but I highly doubt they're going to go 0-17. They're going to beat a couple teams that they're worse than. So we'll see where I am going with a couple of those. I haven't fully done this exercise. I've done this exercise up to week 9 and kept crashing on my phone while I was at work. So I was like trying my best and I just got frustrated. I'm like, all right, we're just gonna do this on stream. So I know where I'm gonna go early, but then I'll be thinking it through a little more. So all right, let me keep going here. Niners at the Rams. I'm gonna go with the Niners because they'll be fully healthy. Rams are gonna have a tough it's going to be they kind of got screwed around with the schedule. So I don't think they're going to like do horrible or something, but we'll see how the early part of their season goes. Bears at the Panthers. This is where I'm going to let a little bit of homerism in, especially week 1 Panthers. I think the Bears are probably going to get it done, but notice I said probably. I'm going to go on a whim. I'm going to go Panthers, going to go ahead and get the job done week 1. Jets at the Titans. I'm going to go with the Titans. Cam Ward's got a little bit more help. Saints at the Lions. Ooh, this is a good one. See how Shuck's going to do this year. I think the Saints are going to beat some good teams. But I am going to go with the Lions. Bucks at the Bengals. Let's go Bucks. Um, not going to have a full explanation for all of these games, to be fair, because some of these games aren't going to have an explanation. It's going to be like, I don't know how it happened. Ravens at the Colts. I'm going to have the Ravens. Lamar's going to go crazy. Browns at the Jags. Got the Jags. I think they're just a better team. Falcons at the Steelers. I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons. I just don't, Steelers they got to show me something. Bills at the Texans. Going to go the Texans. That defense is insane. Dolphins at the Raiders. Got the Raiders. I think Mendoza's going to play pretty well, especially against the Dolphins and their jagged ass defense, unfortunately for them. Cardinals at the Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers. Better team. Packers at the Vikings. Let's go Pack. Commanders at the Eagles. I'm going to go with the Eagles. Cowboys at the Giants. I think the Cowboys are going to dominate them like they usually do. And then the Broncos at the Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos. Week 2. Detroit Lions at the Buffalo Bills. Let's go Lions. Oh no, the Bills aren't going to start 0-2. My apologies. I had the Bills. Let's go Bills. I think Josh Allen's going to go crazy. Panthers at the Falcons. I do not think the Panthers are going to sweep the Falcons. I'll spoil their later matchup. I think they're going to split, but the road teams will win. So I'm going to go with the Panthers defeating the Falcons in Atlanta. Minnesota, Chicago. Let's go Chicago. I don't think they're going to start off 0-2. Eagles at the Titans. I got the Eagles. Packers at the Jets. I got the Packers. Browns at the Buccaneers. I got the Bucks. Saints at the Ravens. I think the Saints are going to win this one. I think Shuck will probably go crazy. I'm hoping against it, but I think the Saints have at least on paper, one of the easier schedules in the league. So I don't think they're going to lose every game against the tough teams. So they're going to beat a couple of them. Bengals at the Texans. I got the Bengals, actually. I think the Bengals defense has improved. And if CJ Stroud is kind of damaged goods, which I'm not sure he is, I said it in the quarterback rankings. I think he will. He has a very good chance to shoot up the quarterback rankings where we had him on Six Pack Sports Talk. But I think that Stroud is probably going to struggle if the Bengals defense is going to bring the heat with like Boye Mafe. Steelers at the Patriots. I got the Patriots. Jags at the Broncos. I got the Jags. They kind of handled the Broncos a little bit when they played last time, so I think maybe they kind of got the number of the defense. They got the antidote. Raiders at the Chargers. I'll take the Chargers. Commanders at the Cowboys. I will take the Commanders. I think the Cowboys are a really solid team, but I think the Commanders are going to be a solid team as long as Jaden Daniels can stay healthy. Seahawks at the Cardinals. Let's go with the Seahawks. Dolphins at the Niners. This is where I'm going to probably get flamed if 49ers fans are here. Yeah, I think the Niners are kind of known to drop a game or two against the worst teams. I think this might be one of them, and this might be one of the Dolphins' only wins this year. So, but I just picked the Niners beat the Rams on the. I think it's in Australia week 1, so it's not like I don't think highly of them. I just think they might lose focus. They got somewhat of a schedule here, especially distance wise. Colts at the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs, and then Giants at the Rams. I got the Rams. Week 3, Falcons at the Packers. I'm going to take the Packers. Chargers at the Bills. I'm going to take the Bills. Panthers at the Browns. I'm going to take the Panthers. I do think that there's actually a good chance the Panthers drop this game, but once again, going to let some homerism in. Don't worry, I'm not going to pick the Panthers to go 17-0, but I mean, we do have a harder schedule, so you'll see some of these matchups later where I just can't pick us to eat them unless Bryce Young takes us out. That's not what we're talking about today, though. Jets at the Lions. Let's go with the Detroit Lions. Texans at the Colts. I'm going to take the Colts. I just don't think the Colts are going to get swept by them, so this will be the game they win. They'll go home and home probably. Chiefs at the Dolphins. I am going to take the Kansas City Chiefs. Titans at the Giants. I'm going to take the Giants. Bengals at the Steelers. I'm going to take the Steelers. Seahawks at the Commanders. I got the Seahawks. Patriots at the Jaguars. I'm going to take the Patriots. Cardinals, Niners. I'm going to take the Niners. Damn, I almost thought about taking the Cardinals, but no. I don't think the Niners would lose Dolphins, Cardinals in a row. That'd be insane. Vikings, Buccaneers. I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings. I think the Vikings are a talented roster, so I don't think they're just going to come out the gates 0-3. Ravens at the Cowboys. I'm going to take this is in Rio de Janeiro, I believe, now that I'm thinking about it. So I don't know who I think would favor that, to be honest. I'm going to take – it's tough. I'm going to take the Cowboys. I don't know. That's a tough one. I could look really stupid because the Cowboys tend to get blown out in some of their losses. So see how this goes. Raiders, Saints. Kind of a rough one here. I'm going to take the Saints. Rams, Broncos. I'm going to take the Rams. And Eagles, Bears. I'm going to take the Bears. I think the Bears kind of got the Eagles numbers. Look at that. Well, number 1 seed in the NFC. That will not last long. Willing to bet on that. I don't know who we play week 4, though. So Steelers, Browns. I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers. Don't worry, Browns fans. You're not going to go winless. Just kind of a bit of a tough start. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. Take that back. I don't remember the last time the Steelers have beaten the Browns in Cleveland. Hold on. Yeah, 6-1 since 2018 in Cleveland. Yeah, I'll take the Cleveland Browns. Actually, that's my apologies. I forgot ball, but we're remembering now. Colts at Commanders. Let's go Commanders. Patriots at the Bills. I'm going to take the Bills. Jets at the Bears. I'm going to take the. I don't know if the Jets are going to start 0-4, but because I actually don't mind their roster, but I don't know if they're going to beat the Bears. That's kind of a tough matchup, so I'll go Bears. Jaguars at the Bengals. Let's go Bengals. Cardinals at the Giants. Let's take the. Let's take the Giants. Rams at the Eagles. This is a tough one. Let's take the Rams. Packers at the Bucks. Let's take the Bucks. Titans at the Ravens. I will take the Baltimore Ravens. Cowboys at the Texans. I'll take the Texans. Dolphins at the Vikings. I will take the Vikings. Chiefs at the Raiders. I'll take the Chiefs because I think both away teams will win in that series. I do think the Raiders will take that one in Arrowhead. Broncos at the 49ers. I'm going to take the Denver Broncos. Chargers at the Seahawks. Let's take the Chargers. Lions at the Panthers. Sunday Night Football. Man. Nah. I don't know if we'll start 4-0. I think there is a good chance we win that game. Like, I actually do give us like a 50-50, maybe even a 55-45 for the Lions. I think there's, we got a good shot, but I don't know if we're going to start 4-0. So let me keep my biases in check. Falcons at the Saints. I'm going to go with the Falcons. Week 5. Buccaneers, Cowboys. Let's take the Cowboys. Cowboys. Eagles at the Jags. I'm going to take the Jags. Texans at the Titans. Let's go Texans. Bengals at the Dolphins. Let's go Bengals. Raiders at the Patriots. I don't think they're going to do it again, unfortunately, for Raiders fans. Vikings at the Saints. Damn, I'm sorry, my bad. I keep looking up because I'm waiting for the Thunder Spurs to start back up. I'm trying to get through this as quick as I can. What a series, by the way. Just Wembanyama, SGA, great basketball. Back on topic, though. Vikings at the Saints. Let's go with the Saints. Browns at the Jets. I'm going to take the New York Jets. Colts at the Steelers. Let's go Steelers. Yeah, I don't know. Colts fans might be upset, but I just don't know about betting on Daniel Jones off a torn Achilles and a broken fit, like had a lot of shit happen to him, and I don't know how much better the Colts got this year. They did have a really good draft, but that might not be as much at play this year. It might be something where it comes into play a couple of years down the road, so we'll have to see. I think one thing that will be proven the longer I'm doing these videos is I am more than willing to admit I was wrong on things. So you'll see that the longer I drop content is I will admit I was wrong if I was wrong. So because if you're willing to stand on a take, you got to be willing to stand on what you believed in. And if you were wrong, you were wrong. So that's my opinion. Anyways, back on track. Giants, Commanders. Gonna take the Commanders. Broncos, Chargers. Let's go Broncos. I don't know if the Broncos are going to start crappy. I know they did have a lot of luck last year, but we'll have to see how that goes. Bears at the Packers. I think they'll go home and home, so I'm going to go with the Packers. Lions at the Cardinals. Let's go Lions. Niners at the Seahawks. I'm going to go Seahawks. Ravens at the Falcons. Kind of a tough one because I do think the Falcons, as much as I don't like them, I don't think they're a bad team. So, yeah, let's go Falcons, man. I think they'll get a big one. And then the Bills at the Rams. This is a great game. Oh, wow. Shit. Should have spent more time on this. Let's go Rams. Tough game, though. Super tough game. Sorry, I got distracted there. Seahawks at the Broncos. Let's go Broncos. Maybe, give some Denver fans like, oh, we would beat you in the Super Bowl, even though that does not prove that at all. But, final could be some funny banter. Texans at the Jags. I'm going to go, ooh. Did I already take the Texans to beat the Jags? I don't think they're going to sweep them. So hold on now. My fault. I just don't want to mess up. Because I don't think they're going to sweep them. I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, cool. I have not. I'm going to go with the Jags. I'll probably go home and home. Bears, Falcons. I'm going to go with the Bears. Ravens, Browns. I'm going to go with the Ravens. Titans, Colts. Go Colts. Jets, Patriots. Let's go Patriots. Saints, Giants. I'm going to go Giants. Panthers, Eagles. This is a tough one. More so a tough one for the Panthers. I think I'm going to go with the Eagles, unfortunately, for Panthers fans. I think we got a shot, though. I don't think we're just going to get blown out, but that's a tough game. Steelers at the Bucks. I'm going to go Bucks. Cardinals at the Rams. Let's go Rams. I mean, the Cardinals just got a brutal stretch to start. It's tough to pick them in any of these games, Chargers at the Chiefs. Chargers just swept them last year. I don't think they'll sweep them again. I'll go Chiefs. Bills at the Raiders. Let's go Bills. Cowboys, Packers. I'm going to take the Packers to not tie again this year. And the Commanders, 49ers. Let's go Niners. Since there's 18 weeks, after week 9, we'll do like a standings check-in, draft order check-in, Patriots, Bears. I'm going to go with New England, but that's a tough one, especially in Chicago. I believe it's in Chicago. I don't think it's international. Pittsburgh and New Orleans. I'm going to go New Orleans. 49ers, Falcons. Let's go Niners. Browns, Titans. I'm going to go Titans. Colts, Vikings. I'm going to go Vikings. Dolphins, Jets. I'm going to go Jets. Bucks, Panthers. I'm going to go the Panthers. Bengals, Ravens. I'm going to go... Ooh, tough one. I'm going to go Bengals. Giants, Texans. Let's go Texans. Broncos, Cardinals. Jesus, man. The Cardinals are just getting fucking bashed around. There's nothing they can do. Packers, Lions. I'm going to go home and home for them. So I'm going to take the Lions. Rams, Raiders. Rams. That's a tough draw for the Raiders. Chiefs, Seahawks. Let's go Seahawks. Cowboys, Eagles. This will be I think the Cowboys will win on Thanksgiving, so I'll take the Eagles here. Week 8. Panthers, Panthers, Packers. My bad. Panthers, Packers. Is it on yet? Okay, it's on. All right, cool. Panthers, Packers. Let's go, Panthers. Think they'll get this one. Think they'll get the Packers again, to be honest with you. Ravens, Bills. I'm going to go with the Ravens. I don't think the Ravens will be that bad again this year. Titans, Bengals. I'm going to go Bengals. Cardinals, Cowboys. This one I think you seriously consider the Cardinals in. I mean, they just did it. You know what? I'm going to take them. They just did it last year. Nah, that doesn't – I know I'm saying that a lot. That doesn't necessarily equate to, it's going to happen again. Doesn't mean that. But I think maybe, it's a similar coaching staff. It doesn't mean that they don't have like a formula or some sort of we can get this guy off his game. We have somewhat of a key to the defense. So I'm going to take the Cardinals. I don't think they'll start 0-15, So this might be one of their only wins, just like with the Dolphins. But Just might be what it is. Vikings, Lions. Ooh, I'm going to take the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings will. I mean, the Vikings just swept them last year, so. Raiders, Jets. I'm going to take the Raiders on the road to get one done here. Browns, Steelers. I don't think the Steelers will get swept by them, so. Falcons, Buccaneers. I'm going to take the Falcons. They always play the Bucs tough. Always, always, always. Just beat them in Tampa last year as well, so can't count them out. Ooh, is Jalen Williams hop into the? That's a tough break for the Thunder. Super tough break for the Thunder. Colts, Jags. Colts never win in Jacksonville, dating back to a long time ago. See, I'm remembering that one. So we're gonna go Jacksonville. Chargers, Rams. Chargers. I think the Chargers are a good ball club, so I'm not just gonna shit on them. Chiefs, Broncos. I think I already had the Broncos beating the Chiefs, so I believe. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and give the Chiefs that mulligan there. Or not the mulligan. That is not the correct use of the word. I'm sorry. Patriots, Dolphins. I'm going to go Patriots. Even though it's a tough, they don't always play well in Miami. So I like that the score is close there. Eagles, Commanders. I'm going to go Commanders here. I'm going to bet on the Commanders to be a good ball club. So might come back to bite me. We'll see. Bears, Seahawks. Ooh, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go Seahawks, but I think the Bears actually are really live in that one. You know what? I've never done this for another one, but make it 1-point game. I think the Bears are super live. All right, one more week, then we'll do a check-in here. Jags, Ravens. Bengals, Falcons, Bengals. Cowboys, Colts. Let's go Cowboys. Jets, Chiefs. Lions, Dolphins. Lions for sure. Browns, Saints. Giants, Eagles. Tough one. I'll go Eagles, though. Rams, Commanders. I'll go Rams. Commanders are, God, I think highly of them. So for me to have them at 4-4, they must have some tough matchups. I'm struggling to remember right now. Broncos at the Panthers. This is a tough matchup. Damn, man. I don't know. I'm struggling. I feel like if I pick us, it's like people are, they're going to be like bias. But I really do think we're live in this one, especially at home. If we're in Denver, I'm taking Denver 10 times out of 10, but we're in Carolina. I think this is a 50-50 matchup. I'm gonna take us, man. I'll hear the bias stuff. I think Denver's a good ball club. They just are, you look into how many close games they won. That typically doesn't equate to next season similar success in those, rankings. So I'm gonna take them to drop a couple of these. But I mean, you see, they're still 5-4. It's not the end of the world for Denver. They got plenty of winnable games down the stretch. So, I don't think this is a death knell for them at all. But I do think we might be able to pull that one off. So maybe, like I said, I'll hear the homerism. It is what it is. Texans, Chargers. I'm going to go with the Texans. They typically kind of, unfortunately for Chargers fans, kind of beat up on them. I can't remember if the Chargers got them back last year. They might have, but I just remember the playoff game. Maybe I'm wrong for only remembering the playoff game. Raiders, Niners. Let's go Niners. Packers, Packers, Patriots. Ooh, I'm going to go Packers, but that's a good one. Cardinals, Seahawks. Buccaneers, Bears. I'm going to go Bears. Bills, Vikings. Ooh, let's go Bills, but that's a good one. All right, do a little check-in here. As you can see here, I mean, this stuff obviously doesn't matter, but I don't really know what SOV means, unfortunately. Is it going to be down here at the bottom? Yeah. Strength of victory, strength of schedule. Okay. That's not, that is actually going to matter here. See, Patriots here, AFC East, top AFC East, and the Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Bills, and Jets and Dolphins are out of it. The Patriots and Bills 6-3, 5-3 respectively. I think it's a good squad. Then in the NFC East, Eagles 5-4, Commanders 4-4, Cowboys 4-5, Giants 3-5. AFC North, Bengals leading that, and then you got the Ravens, Steelers, Browns. NFC North, anybody's division here with the Lions, Packers, Bears, Vikings, respectfully. AFC South, you got the Jags and Texans tied at 5-3. Titans and Colts are kind of out of it. Colts 2 wins in division though, 2-1. So if they find a way to kind of go on a run here, get some winnable games, they might get a tiebreaker. NFC South, Panthers leading it at 6-2, but still plenty of difficult games down the stretch. So that I don't think I'm a lock to have them win the division. We'll see how this goes. They are 2-0, but I don't think they're going to sweep. So they'll probably drop at least 2, maybe 3 more. I might have them going 3-3 in division. But then you got Panthers, Saints, Falcons, and Bucks. Anybody's division, really. Bucks are only a game and a half back, or 2.5 games back, I think. So they're not out of it, Same with the Falcons. Chiefs leading the AFC West at 6-2. Then you got the Broncos, Chargers, and Raiders. Chargers just got a rough schedule. I think really highly of them. So if they got some more winnable games, they'll shoot up that. NFC West, 3-headed monster. Seahawks and Rams at 2 leading the division, and then the Niners at 5-3. And then the Cardinals are obviously a dumpster fire. It's pretty crazy, to be honest with you. We'll hit the draft order real quick. Right now, you see the lottery right here. You got Browns, Cardinals, Dolphins, Jets again because they have that Colts pick. Raiders, Titans, Giants, Pittsburgh, and then Jets again because they have that Cowboys pick. Good Lord. Jets are eating good if the season's playing out the way I'm predicting it. Then you got Bucks, Falcons, Commanders, Chargers, Vikings, Broncos, Bears, Saints. I don't think some of these teams down here are going to be in, and you'll see teams maybe the Panthers, maybe the Bengals. We'll see who kind of shoots down. But obviously seasons don't play out the same every year. There's a reason why playoff teams aren't the same every year. So see how it goes there. And then you can see the playoff picture here. Chiefs number 1 in the AFC. Then you got Bengals 2, Patriots 3, Jags 4. And then our wildcard teams are Texans at 5, Bills at 6, Ravens at 7. Seahawks in the NFC are the 1 seed. Then you got the Lions as a 2 seed, Panthers as a 3 seed, Eagles as a 4 seed. And you got the Niners. No, my bad. The wild cards go in order: Rams, Packers, Niners. So that would be the exact same as last year, except you flipped to the Packers and Niners there. No. Whoops, almost fucked that one up. I don't know what rankings is, and I don't know if I should press it. So, not going to do it. Week 10. Let's get this thing started up again. Commanders at the Giants. I'm going to go with the Commanders. I think the Commanders are a better team. Patriots at the Lions. This is a good game. I'm going to go Lions. Chiefs at the Falcons. I'm going to go Chiefs. Actually, I lied. Sorry. I'm going to go Falcons. I think that's a tough game. Texans at the Browns. I'm going to go Texans. Vikings at the Packers. I'm going to go with the Vikings. I think this is where I wish I could see exactly when here. Let me see when they play each other, because I don't want to. I want that to be a split. So sorry. Yeah. Okay. I had Green Bay on the road, and then Minnesota will be on the road as well. Okay. Cool. Vikings over the Packers. Jaguars Titans. Let's go with the Jacksonville. Ooh, no, let's go Tennessee Titans here. Dolphins, Colts. I'm going to go with the Colts. Panthers at the Saints. I believe I already had the Panthers defeat the Saints. So let me go ahead and fix that. No, I have not. Okay, they did not play yet, right? Hold on. Yeah, all right. So I'm going to have both home teams win. So I'm going to go Saints. Bills at the Jets. Let's go Bills. Seahawks, Raiders. I'm going to go Seahawks. Even though I think there's some upset potential, especially with Kubiak knowing the squad. So we'll see. Rams, Cardinals. I'm going to go Rams. Niners, Cowboys. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Tough game. Even though the Cowboys typically don't beat them, I'm going to kind of go out on a limb there. Steelers at the Bengals. I'm going to go with the Steelers. I think a little bit of chaos will happen. And then Chargers, Ravens. I'm going to go Chargers. Ravens are a good ball club, though, but I'm going to take the Chargers there. Week 11, Colts at the Texans. I'm going to go. I'm going to go Texans, but I think Colts are live dogs. Dolphins at the Bills. I'm going to go with the Bills. Saints at the Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears. Titans at the Cowboys. I'm going to go Cowboys. Buccaneers at the Lions. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers, actually. I think I'm going to go with a little upset there, but I don't think the Buccaneers are a trash team, so they're gonna beat some of these good teams. Cardinals at the Chiefs. Jaguars at the Giants. I'm actually gonna go with the Giants. Gonna pull an upset there. Ravens at the Panthers. I'm gonna go with the. Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do it, but that's a tough one, man. I think the Ravens are live there. 50-50, maybe 55-45 for the Ravens. That's a tough game. Jets at the Chargers. I'm gonna go Chargers. Raiders at the Broncos. I'm gonna go Broncos. Steelers at the Eagles. I'm gonna go Eagles. Vikings at the Niners. I'm gonna go with the Niners, and then Bengals at the Commanders. Gonna go. Ooh. I'm gonna go Commanders. Let's do it. I'm gonna stand on the business that I think the Commanders are gonna be closer to what they were in 2024 than what they were in 2025. That's what I don't think they'll quite be 2024. I don't think they're gonna, go to the conference championship, but I think they're closer to that team than they were last year. Packers at the Rams. I'm gonna go Packers. Tough game though. Bears at the Lions. I believe I took the Bears to beat the Lions, or am I making that up? I might be making that up. So hold on. Nope, they haven't played yet. Okay. So I'm gonna take the Lions to win on Thanksgiving. Probably take the Bears to get that second one. Eagles at the Cowboys. I'm gonna take the Cowboys. Chiefs at the Bills. Gonna take the. I'm gonna take the Bills. It's a tough one though. Broncos at the Steelers. I'm gonna take the Broncos. Saints at the Bengals. I'm gonna take the Bengals. Raiders at the Browns. Gonna take the Raiders. It's a tough one though. No, I'm gonna take the Browns. Actually, I lied. Giants at the Colts. I'm gonna take the Giants. Jets at the Dolphins. Dolphins. Probably get another one there. Falcons at the Vikings. I'm going to take the Vikings. No. I'm going to take the Falcons, actually. No, I lied. I'm going to take the Vikings. Sorry. Gotta stop going back and forth. Stand on your conviction, Ethan. Let's take the Texans. No, Ravens beat the Texans. Titans, Jags. I'll take the Jags. Commanders, Cardinals. I'm gonna take the Cardinals, not the Commanders. Sorry, I'm gonna take the Cardinals. Actually, kind of surprised there, but I don't, like I said, they're gonna get some of these games, so you got to take them to beat teams, even if you feel like the other team's better. Seahawks, 49ers. I'm going to take the 49ers at home. Patriots, Chargers. I'm gonna take the Chargers at home. And then Panthers, Bucks. I'm going to take the Bucks. Pretty sure I already took the Panthers to beat them. So let's double check that. What week was it? My bad. Did I pass it? Oh, no, we're on by that week. Come on. I'm wasting time. Oh, yeah, I already took the Panthers to beat them. So, yep. We are going to take the Buccaneers. Split that. Week 13 here. Right? Yeah. Week 13. Chiefs at the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams. Niners at the Giants. I am going to take. Sorry. I'm going to take the 49ers. Lions at the Falcons. I'm going to take the Falcons, actually. Going to be near 500 team. Jaguars at the Bears. I'm going to take the Bears. Bengals at the Browns. I'm going to take the Bengals. Commanders at the Titans. I'm going to take the Commanders. Packers at the Saints. I'm going to take the Packers. Chargers at the Buccaneers. I'm going to take the Chargers. Dolphins at the Broncos. I'm going to take the Broncos. Eagles at the Cardinals. I'm going to take the Eagles. Panthers at the Vikings. That's Panthers, but that's a tough one. I could easily see the Vikings pulling that out. I feel like that's a lot of the Panthers games because I'm high on the Panthers squad, but obviously if Bryce Young's garbage, this record's going to be the opposite, if not worse. Bills at the Patriots, which, by the way, I shouldn't say if Bryce Young's garbage. If Bryce Young stays inconsistent and doesn't progress. Bills at the Patriots, though. I already took the Bills to beat them, so I'm going to take the Patriots. Texans at the Steelers. I'm going to take the Texans, but the Steelers got a rough record. Good Lord. Cowboys at the Seahawks. Probably take the Seahawks here. Yeah. Tough one, though. I think the Cowboys are a good squad. So, week 14. Got the Vikings at the Patriots. I'm going to take the Patriots. Falcons at the Browns. I'm going to take the Falcons. No, I'm actually going to take the Browns here. No. Stop. Falcons. Titans at the Lions. Going to take the Lions. Bears at the Dolphins. I'm going to take the Bears. Broncos at the Jets. I'm going to take the Broncos. Colts at the Eagles. I'm going to take the Eagles. Texans at the Commanders. I'm going to take the Commanders. Saints at the Panthers. I'm going to take the Saints because I already took the Panthers. Right. Yeah, week 10, right? Hold on. Yeah, no, I already took the Saints. Whoops. I'm taking the Panthers here. Buccaneers at the Ravens. I'm going to take the Bucks. No, I'm going to take the Ravens. I don't think the Ravens are going to be that, It's a tough one, though. No, I leaned Bucks to start, so we're going to go Bucks. Chargers at the Raiders. Chargers. Chiefs at the Bengals. Bengals. Rams at the Niners. Niners, sorry. Mixed up my words. I literally was on over Niners and said Rams. Giants at the Seahawks. I'm actually going to take the Giants. They did it a year or two ago. Once again, not exactly relevant to 2026, but I think there might, could be a little bit of recipe there. Some of the players are still there, not all of them for sure, but I'm gonna take it. Giants beat the Seahawks there. Bills at Packers. I'm gonna take the Packers. And Steelers at Jags. I'm gonna take the Steelers. I'm actually gonna take the Steelers. 15. Niners at the Chargers. It's a good ass game. Let's go ahead and go Chargers, but that's a great game. Seahawks at the Eagles. Oof. Let's go Seahawks, but I could easily see Philly pulling that one off. Bears at the Bills. Let's go Bills. Dolphins at the Packers. Packers. Colts at the Titans. Titans. Browns at the Giants. Giants. Ravens at the Steelers. Take the Ravens. Saints at the Bucks. Go Bucks. Falcons at the Commanders. Commanders. Bengals at the Panthers. Panthers. Jaguars at the Texans. It's tough. Texans. No. Jaguars. Wait, hold on. Hold the phone. 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 I think week 6 I already took the Jags, so let me just check. Yep. All right, so yeah, we're going Texans. Jets at the Cardinals. We're gonna go Jets. Broncos at the Raiders. I'm gonna go Raiders. Sorry, Broncos fans, don't hate me, but I think the Raiders aren't gonna get swept. I think they're gonna get one of them. Cowboys at the Rams. Go Cowboys. Actually, I think they're gonna get a big one here on the road. Lions at the Vikings. I already had the Vikings win, so let's go Lions. And the Patriots at the Chiefs. No. Chiefs. Week 16. Texans at the Eagles. Eagles. Tough one, though. Packers at the Bears. Bears. Packers got that first one. So Bills at the Broncos. Broncos. Gonna get it done again. Rams at the Seahawks. Pretty sure I already took the Rams, so sorry. A lot of this is going to be me double checking here at the end because I want to pick a lot of splits. Not a lot of splits, but if teams are similar, I'm going to pick splits now because I don't think, some teams are going to get swept. It's true, but I'll have more conviction as the season gets closer. Right now, I think it's a lot better to just kind of predict split for even teams. So that could just be me, though. I'm not saying that's gospel. Oh, well, hold on. They haven't played yet, so this is their first time. Let's go home and home then. Seahawks. Buccaneers at the Falcons. Let's go Falcons at home here. Bengals at the Colts. Actually, hold on. I hate to go back, but I want to split there too because the Falcons always playing well. So week 8. I took Atlanta on the road. Let's take Tampa on the road then. Okay. All right. Tampa's right hot on Carolina's heels there. Bengals, Colts. Bengals. Commanders, Vikings. I'm going to go Vikings, actually. Panthers at the Steelers. Panthers. This might be their last one of the season, though, if I remember correctly. So, Chargers at the Dolphins. Let's go Chargers. Cardinals at the Saints. Let's go Saints. Patriots at the Jets. Patriots. Probably sweep them for sure. Ravens at home against the Browns. Titans at the Raiders. I'm going to go Raiders again. Beat them 2 years in a row, probably. Niners at the Chiefs. I'm going to go Chiefs. Jaguars at the Cowboys. I'm going to go Jacksonville. It's a tough one, though. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to go Dallas, actually. That's where one time I will switch on my conviction because I think sorry, Wemby got knocked in the head, so I was checking. I think Dallas will actually get this one done. I think Jacksonville was a little bit of fool's gold last year, but I'd love to be proven wrong about them. Giants at the Lions. I'm going to go Lions. Week 17. Ravens at the Bengals. These last 2 weeks are going to be where I'm checking a lot, especially last week where every single game's a divisional. So I think I might have taken the Ravens. It was week 7. So hold on here. I took the Bengals, so we're taking the Ravens. Broncos at the Patriots. Let's go Broncos. Get revenge for losing that pivotal playoff game because no Bo. Chiefs at the Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers. Pretty sure I had the Chiefs beating them. So just make sure by divisional record, it should probably tell you. Yeah. Okay. Rams at the Buccaneers. Let's go Rams. Tough one, though, man. That just sealed the Panthers in the NFC South. Wow, I look super biased. All right, this is honestly best case for the Panthers. Just going to say it right now. Best case scenario for the Panthers that I'm predicting. Straight up and down. All right. Commanders at the Jaguars. I'm going to go Jaguars. Saints at the Falcons. I'm going to go Saints because I'm pretty sure I already took the Falcons earlier. Let's double check that. Week 4. Okay. Week 4. I took the Falcons. Okay. So Saints time. Yep. Colts at the Browns. I'm going to go Browns. No, actually, I'm going to go Colts. I'm sorry. I just don't. Browns have no quarterback. I like Shedeur, but I don't know. He didn't show me anything last year. So, and they didn't. They added some rookies, so I like their future. But hell is that going to do for this year? We will see. Not going to bet on them to perform well at all. And it's probably beneficial if they're bad, get that quarterback they need. So, anyways, Giants at the Cowboys. I'm going to take the Giants. They'll split with the Cowboys, in my opinion. Steelers at the Titans. I'm going to go Steelers. Bills at the Dolphins. I'm going to go Bills. I could actually see the Dolphins pulling off an upset. Just want to point that out. Vikings at the Jets. Let's go Vikings. Seahawks at the Panthers. I'm going to go Seahawks. They'll get the job done again. Raiders at the Cardinals. I'm going to go Raiders. Tough one, though. Lions at the Bears. I'm going to go Bears. Yeah, because the Bears play the Lions on Thanksgiving this year. So, going to go. Right, yep. So I went Lions there. So we're going to go Bears here. Eagles at the Niners. Man, a lot of good matchups here late. I'm going to go Eagles. And then Texans, Packers. I'm going to go Packers. But it's a good one there. Week 18. Big time stuff here. I'm going to pick the Giants to play spoiler. Sorry, Eagles fans. I'm incredibly apologetic, but I'm 99% sure I had the Eagles beating them before, but let's check. If not, if I had the Giants already upsetting them, then we're going to have to unfortunately revoke that. I don't see the Giants sweeping the Eagles, so let's take a little look-see here. Week 9. Yeah, I took the Eagles, so I could see it. The Eagles getting the Giants playing spoiler, and then I think the Commanders, if they win, if they can beat the Cowboys, that's the win. I think winner gets it. So we'll see. Maybe not, but maybe the Eagles have the tiebreaker. I don't know how that stuff will work. Jets, Bills. Bills. I don't know why the hell I was checking for so long. I think I just got distracted by myself. Steelers, Ravens. I'm going to go Ravens. Even though I think I had the Steelers losing the first one, I don't see them. I don't think highly of the Steelers roster. Maybe I'm wrong for it, but that's just my opinion. Browns at the Bengals. Let's go Bengals. Jaguars at the Colts. Titans at the Texans. Let's go Texans. Raiders at the Chiefs. No, Raiders. Sorry. I always do that. So actually, they're going to play spoiler, and they're going to keep the Chiefs out of the playoffs. Really? Am I going to do that? No, I lied. I'm a liar. I said that earlier. I'm going to call it, but I'm going to take that back. I don't see them. In this scenario where they're in a winning in, I don't see them. I just don't see them losing to the Raiders. Well, they're not even necessarily in a winning in because who was the other team that was there? I think the Patriots might be in if they win, so we'll see. Which I think they play the Dolphins. So we'll see. Chargers, Broncos, I think for the division here. So I think I took the Chargers already. So we might be changing that. Changing that division there. Week 5. Nope, took the Broncos. Chargers will be securing that number 1 seed in the AFC. Cowboys, Commanders. Ooh, for the division, I think. Here, let me just check. Cowboys get the division if they win. Commanders get wow. So the Eagles get spoiled by the Giants. Oh man. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the Commanders. I think they're a really good ball club. I think the Cowboys are gonna be in it till the end. But them being in Washington that last week is the way I'm predicting it. It's gonna end up being big. So Commanders beat the Cowboys. Cowboys made that late season run after starting off poorly, but just not enough against who I think is a quality ball club. Now, let's take a little look-see. If I took the Commanders to sweep, I might do a little bit of second guessing, but I might not. So let's see. I think I might have. Yeah, I took the Commanders on the road, but screw it. I'm going with my intuition. I got the Commanders winning this, but could easily see the Cowboys getting at least one of them. So could be proven wrong. Bears at the Vikings. I'm going to go Bears. Or did I already have the... I think the Vikings might play spoiler here, so let me take a little look. See, week 2 was the Bears Vikings. And I had the Bears, so Bears fans. Think you might still get in the playoffs here. I'm not sure, but all right. I had the Falcons beating the Panthers. I'm 99, or the Panthers beating the Falcons that first time. I'm 99% sure. So God, everything was week 2 to week 18. Bunch of those. Yeah, I had the Panthers on the road, so we'll go Falcons here and to win in Carolina. Doesn't really mean much, but I could see it. 49ers at the Cardinals. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on. That's not locked in yet. I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna take the Cardinals to spoil the Niners. I'm gonna take two separate spoilers here in the Giants and the Cardinals. Um, Vikings also played spoilers as well. I think there's just Week 18 is crazy. There's no other way to put it. Week 18 is batshit crazy. Seahawks already locked up division, so I could see the Rams getting that done. Actually, no, they'll be playing for the 1 seed. So, but I believe I took the Seahawks. Yep. So we're gonna go Rams. Keep it fair here. And then Lions, Packers for the division. I think I took the Packers. So hold on. I'll take the other guy here. Week 7. Week 7. Where the heck is it? Okay, Lions. So we're gonna go Packers. Actually, Packers got that 2 seed now instead of the eternal 7 seed. I got the Packers getting a real good record here at 12-5. Dolphins at the Patriots. We'll go Patriots. So the Chiefs ended up getting that 7 seed. And then the Buccaneers at the Saints. This could be. I think the Buccaneers could get in. Nope, they're not in anyways. So let's just take whoever else was going to win, what I am saying. Let's figure it out here. Week 15. Okay. Week 15, I went past it. I took the Buccaneers. So we're going to take the Saints here. 9-8, 9-8, 8-9, and then the Panthers went 11-6. I'll just reiterate before I go through the review. This is Panthers' best case, so call me a homer all you want. That's fair. Can't say it's not. All right. Let's go through how this season finished out and my predictions. Let's go ahead and start with actually, show the bad teams what they could have here. Here's the NFL draft order. It would be the Browns picking at number 1, Dolphins at 2, Jets at 3, Cardinals at 4, Titans at 5, Jets at 6 again because of that Colts pick, Raiders at 7, Steelers at 8. Steelers fans would love that. Jags at 9, Falcons at 10, Giants at 11, Saints at 12, Niners at 13, Jets at 14 because of that Cowboys pick, Vikings at 15, Buccaneers at 16, Patriots at 17, and the Eagles at 18. So I had the Patriots missing the playoffs. Plenty of new playoff teams this year. Happens every year, though. It's not every year's chalk, so you got to take some chances here. As you can see, there's your standings. I'll just do a quick snapshot, then I'll go a little more in depth here by division. Bills and Patriots Patriots do not make the playoffs, but the Bills and Patriots each with double-digit victories. Each went 5-1 in division. Their only losses were to each other. And the Jets split with each other as well. Jets and Dolphins split with each other as well. Jets 3-14, Dolphins 2-15. NFC East won by the surprise at Commanders. I have the Commanders going 10-7. The Eagles also went 10-7, but their division record was their undoing. Cowboys at 9-8 and the Giants at 9-8, each of them going 2-4. In the AFC North, I had the Bengals at 11-6 and the Ravens at 10-7. I believe the Ravens made the playoffs. They did at the 6th seed. So 2 playoff representatives from the AFC North. Ravens won 5-1 in division. I believe the only loss was to the Bengals. I'm sure they split with them. So there you go. The Steelers at 6-11, by the way, finally kind of breaking that 8-9, 9-8 kind of curse, 10-7, finally being bad. And they're not going to try to be bad. So I don't think super highly of the roster if you want the truth. And the Browns at 2-15. I mean, this is as bad as it can get, but it'll probably be for the best if they can land somebody who's going to be able to play quarterback for them. NFC North here. I believe they have 3 playoff participants. They do. Packers at 12-5 win the division. Look at that, 3-3 and 3-3, 3-3, 3-3. That's hilarious. Division all split with each other is how I had it because I think it's a good division. Packers at 12-5, Lions at 11-6, Bears at 10-7, and the Vikings at 9-8. AFC South, easy run away for the Texans. Had the Texans go 4-2 in division, but they are 10-7. The Jaguars went 7-10. Colts went 5-12, and the Titans went 4-13. NFC South, the Carolina Panthers went 11-6 with a 3-3 division record that is shared by the Buccaneers, Saints, and Falcons. Everybody I had splitting, which probably is not going to happen, but I can see the division records all being just like it was last year, where I believe all of us went 3-3 last year. So I think I could see it happening again if you want the truth. 11-6 Panthers, 9-8 Buccaneers, 9-8 Saints, 8-9 Falcons. So I think it's going to be at least a better division this year. AFC West had 3 playoff participants of their own here. Chargers at 13-4 are the AFC's number 1 seed. Broncos at 11-6 were the 5 seed. Chiefs 10-7 just snuck in. Chiefs 10-7 just snuck in at that 7 seed. I had these guys all splitting, except I did have the Broncos dropping that game to the Raiders, which is why they don't have that 4-2 division record. But hey, hate me all you want. NFC West, Seahawks at 12-5. Not winning the division, another dominant season for them. Rams at 11-6. Niners at 9-8, just missing out on the playoffs, unfortunately for them. And I had the Cardinals at 3-14. Just not a good ball club, unfortunately. In my opinion, as you can see, this playoff standings here. You got the Seahawks at the 1 seed in the NFC. They can maintain that. The Packers are the 2. The Panthers are the 3. The Commanders are the 4. Sorry. And then the wild card plays out as the Rams as the 5, the Lions as the 6, and the Bears as the 7 seed. But the Bears do end up making the playoffs. And they get their rematch of last year, just flipping the home fields. I didn't even play it out like that. Wow. Anyways, in the AFC, Chargers 13-4, 1 seed, best team in the league. Chiefs at the Bengals, Ravens at the Bills, and you got the Broncos at the Texans. So the Bengals are the 2 seed, Bills are the 3 seed, Texans are the 4 seed, Broncos are the 5 seed, Ravens are the 6 seed, and the Chiefs are the 7 seed. And I just realized I didn't say all the lineup or the matchups in the NFC. You also have the Lions at the Panthers, Rams at the Commanders. I believe here I can predict the playoffs. I will do that right now. I did not know that feature was here until right now, but we will do this. So, starting the AFC here. Chiefs at the Bengals. This is a great, great matchup, man. Thunder really starting to pull away. Not really, but they're up 10. Could be 13 here. Nope. Shy misses 2 wide open threes. Foul by Spurs. Sorry. I'm being a goofball. Chiefs at the Bengals. Let's go Bengals. Let's do it. Ravens at the Bills. I'm going to go Bills. And then the Broncos at the Texans. I'm actually going to go Broncos. So there's your wild card upset. Not all the home teams are going to win, in my opinion. Bears at the Packers. I think the Packers will right the wrong in a game they really should have won realistically, but they didn't because they couldn't close the game out and the Bears were better down the stretch. I think the Packers will correct that a little bit and be a little better down the stretch and secure the victory. Lions at the Panthers. I'm going to go with the Panthers. I think the Panthers are going to right their wrong from their loss against the Lions at home on a Sunday night, I believe, week 4. They're going to get it done this time at the bank. Last year, they almost did against the Rams, so I could see them stepping up like they did last year and getting it done. I don't see the Panthers winning the Super Bowl, so don't freak out, other NFC South fans. It ain't going to be that crazy. I know it's crazy to have them this high, but we're going to see. Rams at the Commanders. I'm also going to take the Rams. I think the 5 seeds are going to get it done. I think the Commanders are a good squad, but same with the Texans. I think the Texans defense is very capable of getting it done. I mean, they won a playoff game with C.J. Stroud literally playing as bad as he could, but I just think the Broncos are a really good squad. So I don't think it'll matter. All right. On to the AFC. You got the Broncos at the Chargers. They are the 1 seed. Man. Oof. Man. This is a tough one. I'm going to show a little bias to my boy Mike Robb, but this is a 50-50 matchup. Easily could see the Broncos winning this game. But since it's in LA, I'm actually going to take the Chargers. Bills at the Bengals. I'm going to take the Bengals. I'm going to have my belief in them. So you're going to have a crazy AFC matchup here for the Super Bowl. Everyone's going to call me a fool, and I'm okay with that. Here we go on the NFC side. Seahawks or Rams at the Seahawks. I'm going to have the opposite happen here. I had the Seahawks. The Seahawks got the job done last year in Seattle, but I think the Rams are talented enough where they can get it done this year. Panthers at the Packers. It's where the Panthers run ends here, unfortunately, for Panthers fans, but I don't know if we're going to win at Lambeau twice, especially this time it would be mid-January. I'm going to go ahead and take the Packers. Now, on to the conference championships. Bengals at Chargers. Sorry, Mike Robb. I got Joe Burrow in that offense. They are going to put it together, and they're going to stay healthy this year. And I don't know how the hell I have no room to stand on saying that there's no proof of it. But I think they're going to, I think the defense genuinely was improved. And I think they had a solid draft. And Cassius Howell pop up in some big moments. Shamar Stewart will be good against the run because, he's at least that. He's at least solid against the run, can hold an edge. So he doesn't have zero utility. Then you got the Rams at the Packers. I don't see two road teams winning on the conference championship. So honestly, that's my difference maker. I think both teams are really, really good. So I'm going to take the Packers, though. So a Bengals-Packers Super Bowl. Oh, God, Bears fans are going to hate this, dude. I'm going to do it, Packers. I'm sorry, Bears fans. I'm sorry. I think if Micah Parsons stays healthy, Matthew Golden steps up. I don't think he's going to be like a freaking top 10 receiver, but he's stepping up, having 1,000-yard this season, being a reliable guy for Jordan Love. Tucker Kraft stays healthy. Josh Jacobs bounce backs a little bit. They're so capable of winning the Super Bowl. So I'm going to do it. Packers win the Super Bowl. I'm sorry to the Bears fans who are watching. My apologies. I'm willing to bet when we redo this before the season, I don't think I'll have the Packers winning the Super Bowl. So just my opinion. See how this goes. Can't wait to post a screenshot of this on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and see people react without hearing what I've been saying. So going to be fun. All right. It's been your boy BDT Athletics. Ooh, I did something with the mic there. My apologies. Let's remove that. Sorry. All right. It's been your boy BDT Athletics saying peace out. Did a little NFL schedule prediction. Had a lot of fun with it, to be honest. So excited to see how this looks in the future. But I just realized I didn't have the exit thing here. Now I have it. All right. My apologies. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be back. I'm going to have my fight picks out here shortly. It'll be on Shorts, but and TikTok. But peace out, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Stay smooth.